Hello, hello, good morning. Well, it's still morning here, but good day. Happy Sunday. How are you today? Wow, another Sunday. I'm telling you, this thing is going real fast. This month is going fast. So much is happening every day. We turn on the news, there's something happening. But this space, I like to utilize it wisely to inspire, to inform, to have discussions, all the wonderful things that human beings do on a daily basis, right? Oops, I think, let me see. Okay, we just gonna talk. That's all we do here. We relax. We have a wonderful conversation on Sundays. Bienvenido a Panamá Mule en Vivo con Janetta. ¿Cómo están? Bueno, únanse a esta linda conversación de hoy. Agarran su taza de té, café, jugo, lo que estén tomando, ¿verdad? Y comparten sus ideas, sus experiencias. That's all I'm asking for, people. Just simple. This is going to be short. This is not going to be a long, drawn out program. And it's just going to be short and sweet. And you could offer your suggestions. You could give out your information regarding your business. If you have any upcoming event, you can do that all here. So, bienvenidos. Welcome to Panama Mule Life with Jeanette. Hello, hello, we're back, we're back. Listen, I'd like to start off with the weather. For those of you who are not in Panama and watching me from the cold North American weather. Well, the weather here is 85 degrees Fahrenheit, feels like 90 degrees, partly sunny, precipitation 0%, wind 7 miles per hour, humidity 59%. That's the weather here in lovely Panama City. Of course, if you go in other areas, it's going to be a little cooler. El clima de hoy en Panamá, para ustedes que me están viendo en el frío, allá en el norte, donde estén en este mundo. Aquí 85 grados Fahrenheit, se siente como 90 grados Fahrenheit, parcialmente soleado, precipitación 0%, viento 107 millas por hora, humedad 59%. So there you have it, the weather in lovely Panama. By the way, we at Panama Mule Studios here in Rio Barra. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. Listen, so much is going on, right? But I like to start off with the weather. I love to start off with the weather, people. The weather, the weather, the weather. Okay. And so there you have it. And the next thing that I like to ask you, people, if you have any announcements, put it up on the screen. This is your opportunity. Tell me what's happening in your life, what's going on, what's something that you think you should be sharing, right? Share your concerns, your suggestions, your whatever you want. This is the opportunity. This is the platform because people are watching on Facebook right now. So, or they're going to watch it later on. Okay. They're going to watch it later on. So, my role here is just to entertain, inform, have fun, educate, give you an update of what I'm doing. You could give me an update of what you are doing on this platform. Así que mi rol aquí es para que nosotros tengamos un bonito momento aquí en esta plataforma donde puedes compartir tus ideas, tus sugerencias, qué es lo que estás haciendo en Panamá, qué actividades estás haciendo o qué actividades están sucediendo aquí en Panamá. Este es el espacio porque nos están viendo, ¿verdad? Estamos en Facebook en vivo, lo están viendo en ciertas partes, lugares en el mundo. Así que esta es la oportunidad de compartir, educar, informar, ¿ok? Yo también lo voy a compartir, lo que he estado haciendo y todas las cosas juntas del mundo, ¿verdad? Muy importante compartir, muy importante. Bueno, gracias por estar aquí conmigo este lindo día, el domingo de hoy. So, guys, tell me, how was your week? How was your week? Some people say the week starts on Monday. Some people say it starts on Sunday. So from Sunday on up to now, this Sunday, how was your week? ¿Cómo le fue en su semana? Cuéntame. Bueno, yo le voy a contar un poquito, ¿verdad? Suben sus comentarios, que las personas lo pueden ver. So my week was wonderful. First of all, yesterday I was at the Parque Omar and it was lovely, sunny, and I did my little short video, as you guys can see it on the Facebook. And yeah, I like to go out and walk and meditate and clear my mind, okay, and get some ideas, right? Get some ideas. I want to give a shout out to Dr. Tony Lane. I think he's a social behavior person, and he shared some information. As you know, I'm doing the after school outreach program with the children, and certain behaviors I need to detect and need to know what it looks like in order to prevent or in order to better know how to handle certain behavior. So therefore, I want to give thanks to uh, Dr. Tony Lane. I also want to give thanks to Ricardo Richards, who is a person that's always, whenever I need information regarding my history or the history or about the history, he's there. He's there. So I want to give thanks to him as well. And thanks to all of you who are reaching out to me and wishing me well in what I'm doing. It's not easy, people. Sometimes it's not easy, but I try to do my best. And of course, look out for those things that need improving, right? I need to improve on certain things in order to grow. You have to change, you have to adjust, right? But always have a plan. Always have a plan. Always have the core vision and focus as to where you want to go and how you envision it to be. And so I am doing that. And I think everybody should be doing what they always wanted to do, right? What they always wanted to do. And seek advice with those people who are already doing it, okay? Who are already doing it and it's aligned with the way you're thinking. Not everybody is the same. Not everybody go at the same pace. Not everybody, into maybe after school outreach program. Maybe they're into it for a while. Maybe they just want to do something else. And that's understood. As long as you pick something that inspires you, that's important. So, yes, I was at the park yesterday, and this is me at the park. ¡Ah! Estuve en el parque ayer. Muy bonito, un buen día. Acuérdense que hay que hidratarse, muy importante, muy importante. También le quiero compartir que celebramos el Día Internacional de la Mujer. El lunes me invitaron a un evento eh, que fue, que fue esto presentado por la Embajada de Barbados. Ahí estoy con la embajadora, Su Excelencia Amanda Martínez, y fue una tarde de té, igual té, brunch, que fue algo, te digo, espectacular. I want to give thanks to Your Excellency Ambassador Amanda Martinez for the invitation. I had a wonderful time. I am looking forward in collaborating um, with her and a lot of good things with the children. And so there she is, very elegant woman, very professional. So there you go. This is just a few pictures that I took, and this is another picture with the staff. Haiti, saludos Haiti, ¿cómo estás? Haiti is a wonderful person, and there she is, putting everything together, and it was wonderful, wonderful. I met a lot of people, and let me see. I'm trying to get some pictures here. Yeah, there goes Ambassador again. And Idaña, oh my God, Idaña, la botaste con tu música, con tu voz. And thanking Idaña as well. She's a wonderful, excellent singer. And a lot of people, a lot of people. Listen, if you haven't seen the play Elena, wherever they're showing it, go. I encourage you to go look up the listings in the and the Google it, look for Elena. Le recomiendo fuertemente que vean el play Elena, ¿verdad? La obra Elena. Eso, una obra tratando del tiempo del canal y los panameños, los afros, los tiempos de cómo nosotros teníamos nuestra familia, cómo era la familia, cómo la vida en ese entonces. Entonces, esta es una obra que recomiendo, Elena, Elena. Ellos estuvieron ahí en la celebración de la mujer eh, en el Hotel Bristol. So that's what I did as well. Okay, I did that last week. And also, I was invited to my with my dear friend Malaika. Malaika, saludos. Gracias por invitarme a la Fundación Omar Torrijos, que también celebraron el Día Internacional de la Mujer el lunes. Fue un evento también con todas las mujeres presentes, compartiendo sus historias, compartiendo todo lo bonito. Ahí está Malaika en el centro. Malaika, Marilyn Malaika, ahí está, con su chaqueta roja. Muy linda, Malaika. Una persona muy preciosa, una persona, a wonderful person, Malaika. And these were some of the images that I took at that Fundación Omar Torrijos in Panama City. So I just want to show you what I was doing this weekend, and you could share what you were doing this weekend as well up on the screen. And yes. So another thing that I want to highlight, right, aside from celebrating Women's Day, I was at the Corozal Cemetery. I was at the Corozal Cemetery, and I was invited by Francis Williams Yearwood. I was invited by her, and I want to tell you something about this meeting. This meeting is important to me. I'll tell you why. The discussions that we have with anyone who show an interest in in preserving uh, CGM cemeteries. In other words, Corozal, Gatun, Hope cemeteries. So the CGM, uh, Cemetery Preservation Foundation the founder of this organization is uh, Francis Williams Yearwood. And you see her in the background, and Captain Arsenio was there. They are, they presented, right, to the American Battle Monument Commission, who you see present there. I have other photos. Okay, they presented their concerns, and they're valid. These are valid concerns. These were the cemetery conditions, right? And the challenges that they face on an ongoing basis regarding the preservation of these cemeteries. So the condition of the cemetery, it could be a lot better. And there's always a constant dialogue, a constant reminder to the local government that the cemetery needs to be um, cleaned, and and in some cases restoration is needed. So the lack of adequate grass cutting is one of the issues. Deplorable roads, heavy rains, and flooding causes these has a side effects on the upkeep of the cemetery. Fallen trees, drainage backup, overgrown vegetation, and sometimes you don't even see the headstones because there's so much grass growing and not being maintained. So those were the concerns about the Corozal Cemetery, the Caribbean side, on the West Indian side. So, entonces, una de las cosas que también tuve la oportunidad de participar es en una reunión que tuvieron las personas de la Fundación para la Preservación de los Cementerios, Corozal, Gatún y Mount Hope. Ellos tenían muchas inquietudes, y en algunas de estas inquietudes y desafíos nos encontramos con la falta de la limpieza. Vamos a empezar por ahí, por la limpieza, ¿verdad? Las calles eso está pésimo, eso está horrible, hay que arreglar eso, hay que mantener eso. Las fuertes lluvias que causan estos problemas que vemos, que son la caída de los árboles, de las ramas, el desagüe atascado, están tapados, eh, las, esto, las lápidas algunas partes están tapadas por la vegetación, cubierto de maleza, todas esas cosas, ¿verdad? Todas esas cosas hablaron acerca de esas cosas y expresaron sus inquietudes. Entonces yo estuve parte de esa reunión. Ahí ven las fotos, muy importantes. So I was part of that meeting. It's very important, right? I always say this: open discussion, honesty. You know, let people know what's happening, and bring your concerns, and then perhaps those who can help will help, and those who um, are able to help in a way that is sustainable, That's what we're looking for. Sustainable changes and in the long run for our uh, new generation. So thank you, Francis Williams Yearwood, for inviting me to this wonderful meeting slash discussion. I really do appreciate it. Así que están viendo unas fotos, ahí está. Ok, otras cosas que está yendo, que sigue en la noticia. Entonces, yo les enseñé eh, la semana pasada algunas fotitos. Yo les enseñé la semana pasada algunas fotitos de la vereda antillana, pero no la tengo aquí. Esa no la tengo aquí, pero sí seguimos en la discusión de cómo podemos esto. Yo lo voy a enseñar, pero eso lo acabo de añadir, déjeme ver. ¿Cómo podemos resolver el problema de cómo reubicar o ubicar a estas personas, a estos negocios que forman parte de la cultura? Digo parte porque es la parte gastronómica y es la parte donde hacemos reuniones, visitamos, disfrutamos las conversaciones al aire libre, ahí en la vereda antillana, en Río Abajo. Entonces el problema es cómo podemos preservar eso o cómo podemos eh, buscar otro lugar en donde ellos pueden continuar brindando esa cultura en Río Abajo. So there's a lot of discussions around what's going to happen to the Vereda Andiana, to that stretch, to that Afro-Caribbean gastronomy that we enjoy, the good meal, the good atmosphere, the good, knowing you're in Rio Abajo. In my opinion, there should have been a place set up already, because whenever you see something like this happening, it's because it was planned already. Whenever you see something like this happening, it was planned already. So where is the coordination? If they knew that this was going to happen, why did they have this understanding about where to relocate the Vereda Antillana? That is my question. Why was not any talk about it? And if there were talks about it, why are we seeing this problem right now? On the problem of where to put these restaurants, these Afro-Caribbean flavors. Where is the place that they are gonna go to? This should have been arranged. I don't know why it wasn't. Okay, but this is what's taking place, and it's very important. This is what's taking place in the community of Rio Bajo. There's other things that needs to be rescued and needs to be preserved as well in Rio Bajo. Now, my role here in Rio Bajo, as you know, is the after school outreach program. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I love. And I'm doing my part as a leader in the community of Rio Bajo. So these are the things that's happening, people that I'm sharing with you that I see happening around in my community. So what can I say? Now, let me tell you, people, last week, I'm telling you what happened to me last week. You can share what happened to you last week as well. Let me see. What happened? What the big thing that happened in my world is the children came back on the 12th, on Thursday. Yes, they did. And guess what? They came straight after school. Usually they change and they go home and come back, but no. They came straight after school. And when children come straight after school, they're tired. So since it was the first day, what I did was I spoke to them. Well, the black expats. Okay, Shelley and Mary, welcome back. Thank you. The black expats, they were here and they just spoke English. So I divide the groups, right? Nine from 4 to 9, one group, and then the other children were like uh, 10, 11, and 12. And some of them, one or two were 13. So I divided the group. So all what uh, what Shelley did, she spoke to them, the children from 4 to 9, she spoke to them in English, free books, right? For them to get that phonetic and used to hearing English, right? And Mary had one-on-one conversations with the students from ages 10 and up. And I assisted in that whole thing. So we had a ball. Of course, children always do what they want to do. And I was kind of like, don't do this, sit here, listen. And there were like prizes. Okay. If they hear a word that they can translate, said like, let's say they hear the word weeks, like semanas. I said, ¿qué fue la palabra que escucharon que significa semana? They would say weeks. So I give them a start. So as Mary was conversing with them in English, I was telling them to pay attention to some of the words that they already know. And if they point out the words that they heard saying, they get a star. So I'm just giving you a little bit of the techniques that we are using for them to get fluent in English, or at least recognize or understand what you're saying. So these are basic words, everyday words that we are implementing as we go. So that's what's going on. So I will show you some pictures because I got 14 children. I didn't expect all of them to come because this is Thursday was the first day, so I didn't expect all of them to come, but they did. Most of them. I get average about 18, sometimes 14, sometimes 16, sometimes 18. So all depends on what's happening in school. So let me see if I find some pictures. Yeah, this is, oh no, let me see. No, that's not it. My screen is so small, so I've like scraped my eyes. So they are back. That's them. The children are back. They had a wonderful lunch. I prepared the lunch, of course. And there they are. Now, in the classrooms, well, what I did, I added tutoring. And they did their homework. They came back. Actually, they went home, changed, and came back. And so I started tutoring. It says, who need tutoring? And there we are, sir. That's Shelly. No, let me see. That's yeah, Shelly helping out with the food. And there I am tutoring. Okay, I had to take this picture, people. This is one of the little girls that um, I was trying to understand what she wrote in her book. I mean, she has a penmanship. The girl book is neat, clean. I'm telling you, this girl is the thing. Okay. Now, here's the problem with her. She needs glasses. She cannot see from a distance. So I told her, ask your teacher to move you up front, because if not, if you continue like this, you're going to stay behind. And and I understand that very well. That's what happens to some children who cannot afford to buy glasses. So if you're someone that wants to donate glasses, you're more than welcome. I'm going to get in touch with some people that want to donate glasses for the students. I'm doing that work as well. So if you have anyone that have glasses that want to donate glasses for the children and take them to the doctor with their prescription, that's all good things that we can collaborate on, and we could fit into that puzzle. Life is a puzzle. What the work that you do is a puzzle. There's always someone you could connect with and provide this wonderful uh, help that they need. But her mom is aware of it. I call up her mom. She's aware of it, and she says, "Yeah, she's looking into getting her new glasses because she lost them or something happened to her glasses. So she's her homework is being affected because of it." So what I did, I had some glasses and I was not using them. It's just they're not bifocal, just one prescription. And I said to her, wait a minute, because I saw her before with glasses. I'm like, she looks like she used the same before. This was last year. Seems like her prescription similar to mine, but I never paid attention because she had good glasses. So I asked her, sis, put these on. Tell me how you feel in them. Does it hurt? Does it bring your headache? Tell me. She says, no, these are perfect. I can see. I says, okay, read this, read that. Now, here's the thing. I told her mom, I call up her mom and I said, listen, I have some glasses. I'm going to give it to her temporarily. She could bring it back until you get her glasses, but I don't want her to be using it all the time because I'm not sure if these are her prescriptions. But my concern was she is going to be, well, it would be a setback for her if her mother does not get her glasses. So hopefully next week she get her glasses and she doesn't have to uh, use those that perhaps is similar prescription, but it's not. So I don't want her to have a headache or whatever. So as you know, these things happen if you don't have the right prescription. But she said she felt fine and she feels good in them. And so I just said, use it only when you need to see the blackboard. That's it. Don't wear them all the time until you get your glasses. So that's as much as I could help her. Because when I saw her book, I'm telling you, I'm like, no, she didn't write what was on the board, and I could not help her, but I kind of understood more or less the task that her teacher wanted her to do. So I call up her mom, and her mom is aware of it. And so I hope that she'll get her glasses soon. So that's what I was doing with those children. And they had a wonderful time, as I said. Everybody was having fun here. And I was just doing what I know. And Mary was also um, helping out with as tutor with the homework. Thank you, Mary Washington. Thank you so much for being part of this wonderful program. Someone was asking me, they asked, Janetta, do you need any help? And whenever I need something, and this is just me, when I need something, I call people. I don't have no shame. I was like, I need to understand this. Or I need somebody who can come out and speak to the children, motivational speakers. So I pick up the phone and I call. I pick up the phone and I call. You guys know me. I don't hesitate. And what I'm looking for right now is motivational speakers. Motivational speakers. That's what I'm looking for. The rest I will do with the people that I call. So, but right now I'm reaching out for those of you who are doctors, lawyers, architects, plumbers, electricians. What they need to see is that they need to see real people, people that are working, people that are making money, that they're not just sitting there not doing anything. And that's the message I want to send them, along with other things that I have planned. Okay? Along with other things that I have planned. These children are going to really, really, really exposed to things that they need to be exposed to. All right, so that's what's going on. Fue una linda tarde con los niños después de la escuela. Vieron las imágenes de los almuerzos, la tutoría. Esto es muy importante que los niños tengan todas las herramientas para aprender. Y una de las cosas aquí que están viendo esta foto fue que yo tuve unos lentes que parece que le funcionó a la niña, pero yo llamé a la mamá y le expliqué a la mamá que yo estoy tratando de ayudarla con la tarea, pero la niña no tienen sus lentes. Entonces yo le dije a la niña, dile a la profesora que te ponga adelante. Ella dijo que no se puede y no sé qué fue lo que me dijo. Pero le dije, dile a la maestra entonces que te dé otro día, otra oportunidad para terminar tu tarea porque yo no entendía cuál era el, el- cuál era la tarea, ¿ok? Entonces, eso fue lo que sucedió. Mi semana, en mi semana. So, guys, and you know the war is terrible. What's going on with the war? I am telling you, sometimes we wonder how far is this going to go? Okay, the bombing in Iran and Israel and other countries nearby. And we just have to pray and be safe. I just want to tell people, no matter where you are, if your country is part of this whole thing, prepare. Just prepare. Just have water. If you're the pole up north, have buy those little packages. Those little you kind of I forgot what you call them, but they you kind of break them and you put them in your shoes for heat. Buy things that you know that in case of the electricity, if there's no electricity, at least you stay warm and stay safe and have lots of water and non-perishable foods. Le estoy dando un consejo a los que están en Norteamérica que compren esos paquetitos de... Es un producto, un químico que cuando tú lo agitas o lo partes en dos, te da esa calor en las medias, ¿verdad? Lo pone debajo de las medias, en los zapatos. Y otras técnicas para mantener el calor, porque las primeras cosas que se van cuando hay guerra es la electricidad. Entonces tienen que tener alimentos, agua, prepárense por cualquier cosa, posiblemente, ojalá que no suceda, pero prepárense, prepárense. Eso es lo único que le digo a las personas que están preocupados porque viven en un área donde están estos problemas, ¿verdad? Que no podemos evitar, que no tenemos nada de, de cómo resolver estos problemas. Entonces, ahí está. Otra cosa que le quería comentar que se me olvidó, que es muy importante para la, los niños. Guys, I forgot to tell you this. Look at this wall. I just thought that I had to put some colors, and I had colors before, but I put these dots. So when they walk in, they see colors, they see live space. And so these are the little balls of African fabric, and I put the little balls, colors, and everything. And children like colors, so I put that up on the wall. That's my art. I did that. Simple, nothing out of the ordinary, and they love it. They love it. They love it. Another thing that I did was I rearranged the pictures because I wanted them to um, uh, see the leaders, people who um, um, work hard. So these are some of the pictures on the wall that I have, and I put them in frames. They were before those who visited here, they weren't in the frames, but now they are in the frames. And there are other guys just hanging there, other things that I am working on. So Rome was not built in one day, people. And we have to focus on things that matters to us and not be too excited and not be too eager to do things that does not flow with your mission. So I have a mission and I have a vision. Okay. So and this is just my project. Okay. This is nobody's project. Nobody's telling me what to do as far as what I should put or what I should put. I'm just going according to what I want to see with my vision, with my plans, with my goals. And so that's what I'm focusing on. Okay, so guys, the new flu. Uh, the new flu. I was reading this thing with the new flu people. La nueva influenza. Eso es lo que está sucediendo. Hay que cubrirse las narices, qué sé yo. Hay que protegerse contra influenza A, que dicen que es más fuerte y más contaminoso, o sea, es rápido, o sea, y te pega de una manera que esto te deja débil, así que mucho cuidado con eso. No voy a recomendar a nadie que haga nada a su cuerpo. Ustedes saben cómo ustedes se pueden proteger, ¿verdad? Naturalmente, con su limón, con su esto, jengibre, con sus cosas naturales. Aparte de eso, hay doctores que recomiendan inyecciones para personas mayor de edad. So it's like, I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do with this flu, it's called um, influenza A, and it's all something that they say that we need to um, protect ourselves, right? This is an announcement that came out last year, and it's something that we need to pay more attention to. It says highly mutated variant of influenza A, known as subclade K or super K, is driving a severe 2025-2026 flu season, spreading rapidly across the United States, UK, and Asia. It emerged after vaccine formulation, making current shots less effective and causing intense early infections. A long time ago, I heard something about the more you inject yourself with anti whatever soldiers I call them, the more you get sick, the more you are more sensitive in getting sick. And I think I believe that because it's like you have these little soldiers in your body and they don't know what to fight because you don't have the flu, but then they attacking something. They have to attack something because they're running around your body looking for whatever, and they just say, "Okay, let's attack the good things." That's in my head. I could be wrong, people, but I've heard people say the same thing, like I'm saying to you. So my point is, you have the duty, the mission in finding out what works for you and what will keep you safe. If it's natural stuff, if staying away from a lot of people, if covering your nose, if rubbing yourself with something, or putting Vaseline or Vicks in your nose when you go out, whatever works for you, people. Okay, if you want to do the vapor business for your nose and your, respiratory tract, do that. Si quieren hacer cosas naturales, lo pueden hacer. Si quieren ir al médico para recetas, también. Pero no voy a tomar el tiempo en esta plataforma a decirle qué hacer para protegerse. Cada persona tiene otra manera de pensar. Así que ahí está. Así que cuídense. Tenía que decir eso hoy. Ujú. Ahora, antes de cerrar, rápidamente vamos a hablar acerca de la salud. Sí, mi gente, a mí me gusta hablar acerca de la salud antes de culminar el programa. I love talking about health because health is what we have to that's what we have to focus on if we want to live longer. We have to talk about health. We have to see what things we should be um, studying and looking into preventing, um, you know, preventing whatever illnesses or whatever is out there. Health is something that is an everyday thing. What are we eating that is healthy, or what are we eating that is not healthy? What are we doing that is healthy, and what are we doing that is not healthy? What are we thinking about that is healthy, and what are we thinking about that is not healthy? What are our feelings? These things we need to talk about. And so I always love to talk about health. So this is part of this program today. We're going to talk a little bit about health, and I hope you enjoy this segment as well. So let's talk about health. Okay, people. Let's talk about skin. Skincare. Skincare. Skincare is not about just bathing, washing your face, and that's it. Skincare is what works for you. What are the products that you need to be aware of? So, my basic thing is what about skincare? That's what I'm going to talk to you about. I'm not going to talk to you about uh, all that detail that a doctor would talk to you about because I'm not a doctor. But I'm just going to touch the surface about what I mean about skincare. Okay. So we have, let me put up some images up here. Yeah, let me put this one. So we got that up there. This skincare. Vamos a hablar acerca del cuidado de la piel. Muy importante. Esto no solamente es lavarse la cara y darse un baño, bañarse. Vamos a hablar un poquito de cómo esto funciona. So, vamos a hablar en inglés primero. We got the basic effective skincare routine focuses on 3 core steps. Cleansing. You know cleansing, right? You have deep cleansing. That deep cleansing requires some cream. I'm not going to mention the names of the creams. You of your choice. You pick the one. Moisturizing is important. And sun protection for some people, some type of skin. Some people might debate that with me and say everybody, but I don't know about that. Okay, to maintain skin health, okay, you need to cleanse it, moisturize it, and protect it from the sun, whether it's with a cream, whether it's stain coming out. Remember, last week I was telling you, I mentioned to you guys when is the right time to sunbathe, and it's usually before 10 or after 4. Now, if you have to work, if you work outdoors, you have to protect yourself from the sun, okay? And so they have sun protection, SPF 30 and plus for some people. Some people don't need that much. Okay, so to maintain your skin health. Now, morning routines focus on protection with vitamin C sunscreen, while evening routines focus on cleansing and repair, like retinol hydration. Consistency is more important than using many products. So you got to be consistent. When you're cleansing, use a gentle cleaner suited for your skin type, whether it's a foaming for oily, creamy for dry. This is to remove dirt and impurities generally once a day or after sweating. So your skin sometimes needs treat, right? Apply active ingredients like vitamin C in the morning to fight free radicals and boost collagen, or niacin, when I'm even pronounce this word, niacinamide for brightening. I don't know about recommending that, but as I said, I'm on the natural side of this. Moisturize, hydrate the skin and repairs the moisture barrier suitable for all skin types, even oily skin. Drink water, people. Drink water, 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 water. Now you want to protect your skin if you midday and out there, running around and don't notice that in the sun for that long. The most vital step is daily SPF 30 or higher prevents sun damage, premature aging, and skin cancer. That's why you need to protect. They have natural remedies for that as well. Exfoliate. Gently remove dead skin cells 1 to 2 times per week to prevent clogged pores. So, guys, this is all on the internet. This is all on the internet. Esto está todo en el internet, mi gente. Hay que proteger la piel. Muy importante, hay que proteger la piel. Y de eso estamos hablando, del cuidado de la piel. Esa es una rutina básica de cuidado de la piel para mantenerla saludable y prevenir el envejecimiento. Incluye 3 pasos fundamentales: limpieza, hidratación y, lo más importante, el uso de protector solar diariamente. Acuérdense que la semana pasada yo hablé acerca de cuál es el horario en donde es mejor para uno tomar el sol o tomar un baño de sol. Y yo les dije que antes de las 10 o después de las 4. Pero, por supuesto, hay personas que están trabajando, eh, no están trabajando en la oficina, están trabajando en el campo o afuera, entonces tienen que protegerse. Entonces, recomienda limpiar el rostro 2 veces al día, usar cremas hidratantes adecuados al tipo de piel y evitar la exposición solar intensa. Hay esto, como les indiqué en, en inglés, protegerse del sol. Puedes aplicar protector solar FPS 30 o superior todos los días, incluso si está nublado. ¿Por qué? Porque el sol te está pegando, o sea, los rayos del sol. Para prevenir el cáncer de la piel, cáncer de piel y el envejecimiento prematuro. Ok, yo recomiendo cosas naturales que usted puede encontrar en internet para la piel, ¿verdad? Hidratación, mi gente, hay que tomar agua, 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 agua. Aparte de eso, usa cremas hidratantes para evitar la sequedad, preferiblemente tras la limpieza, mientras la piel está ligeramente húmeda. Un tratamiento opcional, ¿verdad? Aplicación de productos específicos como serums para necesidades concretas, antiedad, manchas, acné. Bueno, es muy importante todo lo que yo estoy diciendo, especialmente las mujeres, nosotros las mujeres con mucho maquillaje, tenemos que mantener esa cara, la piel, la piel, hay que hidratar, hay que tomar agua, hay que usar las cremas adecuadas, no cualquier crema barata, eh, o que contiene mucho perfume. Eso no lo recomiendo para nada. Tiene que ser algo con un olorcito, pero no muy fuerte. No muy fuerte. Se recomienda. Lo recomiendo. Bueno, pero primordialmente, ¿tú sabes qué? Ustedes saben qué. Hidratarse, agua, agua y con un aceitito que es buena para la piel. Ponérsela con el cuerpo ya mojado, después de bañarse, ponérsela un poquitito y secarse con la toalla. Una de las recomendaciones. So you could do many things to take care of your skin, not only on your face but on your whole body. You know, some people when after they take a shower, they just put a little oil on their hands and rub it on their body, and it stretches, and they just dry their skin, and they're all set to go. So these products, read the labels. I prefer them not to have too much perfume because it's sometimes people are allergic to certain colors and certain smells. Too much of that fume or whatever you want to call it, and it's just cheap stuff. Just so get good quality uh, lotion and skin products. That's my recommendation to you, and just enjoy life. Just be healthy. Just enjoy life. Okay, just enjoy life. Ok, eso es todo por hoy. Thank you for watching Panama Mule Life with Janetta. Uh, just I just happy to be on this platform, sharing information, just talking and having a wonderful time, and giving you some updates of what I'm doing with my outreach program in the community of Rio Bajo. So I want you to enjoy the day, and see you next Sunday and this wonderful platform. So there you go, people. Gracias por estar conmigo este lindo día, domingo, desde Panamá. Estoy en la comunidad de Río Abajo, aquí en Panamá News Studios. Hasta la próxima. See you next time. Bye bye.